Hey guys, hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So today we are going to talk about some of the do's and don'ts which you should follow for the exam, and I would not say for the few days before the exam, for just few hours before the exam, right? And how to manage those 3 hours of the exam in a more efficient way, in a more effective way, so that you can take out best of that and you can give your best in the exam. Okay, so these are certain tips and advices from my side. That's what I'm going to share in this particular video, and this is going to be some of the video which is going to be the last one before your CSIR NET exam, right? So let's straight away go into the video. Alright, so first I'll talk about some of the points which you should not do, okay, which you should avoid doing. The first thing, solving problems, okay, so stop solving questions if you are doing it till now. Now you just have some hours for your exam, so don't solve questions, okay, so don't solve previous year's questions. Like, see what happens that when you solve a question, if you're not able to do that question, it just affects your confidence level, right? So that should not happen before the exam. So that's why I'm suggesting that you should not solve questions. Instead of that, watch videos. It will just help you to give some concepts, as well as it will not affect your confidence level. Now the second thing is that should you go for some new chapters? Obviously it's too late to go for new chapters. Don't go for that. All right, don't go for the new chapters for your exam. The next is, should you go for the syllabus? See, syllabus is something which I have already been talking about since my previous many videos which I have made. That syllabus you should not follow. You should not go for that. I have to complete the whole syllabus. Nobody completes the whole syllabus for their exam. Okay, it's just some part of the syllabus which a particular student is more confident about, and that's what he takes and gives the best out of that. So syllabus is something which you have to not run for. You don't have to go to solve the complete syllabus, and you don't have to think about this, that I have not completed my syllabus, what is going to happen in the exam. This is all going to create panic and anxiety, okay, and I know that panic and anxiety is there in most of you, okay, I would say in all of you it is there. If you have prepared for the exam, panic and anxiety is very natural, and it happens with everyone. It has happened with me also when I was giving exam, and if you'll ask any person who has given any exam, he will say that 1 day or 2 days before the exam there is panic and anxiety over there. So it's very natural. Just don't get into just don't think that it's just happening to you. It happens to everyone, and just try to take it in a positive way. Okay, I'll tell you how. All right, so to counter these negative thoughts, or to boost up yourself, to self motivate yourself, you should think about these 3 points. Okay, these are very important, and these are going to just boost your confidence. Okay, it is just going to motivate you. The first thing is that just believe in yourself. Okay, believe in yourself, your preparation, believe in whatever you have been doing since the last, I would say, 8 or 9 months. Okay, whatever this time you were having, whatever you have done, just believe in that. Okay, believe in that in a positive way. You have done sufficiently enough for the exam. Okay, you don't lag anything. If there is certain topic which you have not studied, just think that is not going to be asked, or if it is asked, you have other questions also to attempt. Okay, so think about it in this way. Let's say you have not studied quantum chemistry, or let's say you have not studied organic reaction mechanism, so there are other topics also, right? The paper is not about just your organic reaction mechanism. The paper is about the different topics. It's about the whole syllabus, right? So if one topic you have not done, or let's say there are 5 or 10 or 20 topics which you have not done, there are other 15-20 topics which you have done. So just believe in those topics. Okay, that is going to help you. So think about it and believe in yourself. The next thing is, hard work is the key. Okay, whatever hard work you have done, remember, hard work is never wasted. Okay, it never goes to waste. Whatever hard work you have done, it is going to get reflected somewhere or the other, and this is the time where it is going to get reflected. Whatever hard work you have been doing till now, whatever preparation, whatever question solving, whatever revision you were doing till now, that is going to help you now in your exam. Okay, and the next is that you should think about, or you should make yourself believe this, that you have sufficiently enough knowledge for the exam. Okay, you have studied sufficiently enough. If right now, just before the exam, just before 1 day or 2 days before the exam, if this feeling comes in your mind that you have not studied sufficiently enough, that is just a negative thought. Okay, just take it out of your mind. Now these three things are there for your self motivation, or there for to boost up your confidence. Okay, these are not just these are not just a point which I have mentioned. These you should apply everywhere in your life. Okay, you can right now you can just check it out for the exam, just apply it for the exam, and just make yourself believe this, that yes, you know everything, you can do your best. What are the things which you have to do for the next few days? The first and the most important thing which you have to do is your revision. Okay, you have to revise whatever things were there, whatever you have studied, just keep on revising them. Okay, so revision is very important. I know you have been revising till now, just do it for some more days. Okay, just do it for some more hours, not days also, just do it for some more hours. All right, so revision is very important. Second thing is your sleep is very important. Okay, your sleep is very important. I'm going to upload this video late in the night. I just believe that you are watching this video at the night time, so try to study a day before exam a little bit more. Okay, let's say the exam is on 26th, so on 24th night study a little longer, so that on 25th night you get sleep early, and so that you can properly sleep for around like 7 to 8 hours. And you know this time exam is in the early morning time, right? The exam timing is in the morning, so you have to take this 7 to 8 hours sleep. So you have to sleep at around 11 p.m. on your 25th. I know this is very difficult. There are a lot of thoughts in the mind that I have not completed this, I have not done that. But if you will not sleep properly, you will not be able to concentrate on the exam, like during the exam, and that is going to affect your performance during the exam. Your those 3 hours are more important. Those are the time where your performance matters, so you have to be prepared for those 3 hours. All right, so sleep properly, take a proper sleep before your exam. The next thing which you can do is your micro notes. Okay, or short notes. I always emphasize on micro notes. So whatever you have been preparing till now, I have always suggested you to make micro notes of that, make short notes of that, so you can revise those points while going for the exam. Okay, on your way also you can revise those points. Now I'm just going to tell you some general points, okay, which I personally have always felt, and I will just tell you as a senior, as an experienced person, that what are the things which you should avoid. The most important thing which you should avoid is those friends, okay, which meet and they start asking about that what you have studied and what you have not studied. If just before the exam somebody asks you that did you study topic XYZ, and if you have not studied topic XYZ, that is going to cause a lot of like panic in your mind, and that is going to affect your performance. So stay away from these people, okay, and try to maintain social distancing, as that is very much necessary right now. Alright, so these are certain points or certain things which you can do. Now what about the exam day? Okay, about the exam day, what are the things? So let's talk about that. Now let's talk about what are the things which you have to do on the exam day, on the day of the exam. First thing, which is but obvious and very important, is that you have to reach the exam center on the time. Okay, you don't have to leave your home a little late. Try to reach at the center a little early only. The time of reporting is already mentioned on your admit card, so try to appear in your examination center, or try to reach your examination center before that time. Okay, don't create unnecessary panic for yourself during this particular time. So it's very important to reach the examination center at time. Now one more thing which I just skipped in the previous one, that you have to take care about all the documents which have been asked. Okay, before the exam, the documents like your admit card, your ID card, and your 2 passport size photographs, you have to take them along with you. Okay, so just keep them along with you for the day of exam. Don't wait for the last time, just keep it one day before with you. Okay, so the next thing is to stay positive about the exam. All right, stay positive about your approach towards the exam. So if you are positive about it, you will see that even a difficult question, you might be able to apply certain logic to solve that. So staying positive, keeping your mind positive plays a very important role. It's not all about knowledge, it's also about some part of your psychological mindset. Okay, so your mindset has to be very positive. That's why I said that stay away from those people who just just unnecessarily disturb your peace of mind. Okay, like just before the exam. So don't talk to much people over there. The next thing is to, when you reach the examination center, when you enter the examination center, check for your technical issues, like check for the mouse, that whether your mouse which is provided to you, whether the scroll button is working properly or not, whether the mouse is responding properly or not. It's very important to check those things, because if it does not works properly, you are going to struggle for the whole time of the exam. Okay, so you have to make sure that all the technical problems are not there. There is no technical problem with you or with your system, with the computer which you have provided with, and everything is good to go. The next is to stay calm. Stay calm if the paper seems to be easy, also if the paper seems to be difficult. It's one of my like personal experience which I wanted to share just now, that in CSIR December 2017 a question was asked based upon your E naught of the cell. It was from electrochemistry, and the question was very simple. Okay, but yet just because I was so happy about the question, I was so happy that the question is so simple, I just did that question wrong. Instead of putting a positive sign, or like I just put a negative sign in the answer, and that just changed my answer, and I just got a negative marking for that. So that thing should not happen with you. So stay calm even if the question is easy, even if it is difficult, just stay calm. Okay. Now, what about the time during the exam? How to maintain those 3 hours, or how to utilize those 3 hours? How to approach, or how to like approach the question paper during that 3 hours? That I'm going to tell you now. Alright, so let's talk about those 3 crucial hours, that those 3 hours which are going to decide that whether you are going to make it or not. Okay, so let's talk about them. So the question which people generally ask me, that how to approach the question paper, which part to do first, how much time to give it over there. So see, everybody has their own way of attempting the question paper. I used to have my own different way, because I used to have more focus on part A. Like I used to have a good command on part A, not focus. But yeah, I used to have a good command over part A. So I used to start from part A, then part C, and then part B. But if you also have a good command over part A question, so you can also start from part A, then C, and then B. But for the most of you who don't have much command over part A, so I just don't want you guys to start with a section where you can lose some of your confidence. So you should start from part C. Okay, so start from your part C basically. So part C, you know that there are 60 questions. Out of those 60 questions, you have to do 25 questions, and this part contains 100 marks. Okay, so how much time you should give over there? So the time which I would suggest is around your 90 to 100 minutes for this part. Okay, you can give easily around 90 to 100 minutes. So per question you will get around 3 to 4 minutes. So 3 to 4 minutes per question you can give. Now you have a timer in the exam, so you just have to follow that timer, and you can just answer it, like you can just watch that how much time you are taking for a particular question. If a particular question is taking too much time, just leave that question and go for the next one. Okay, so I'll talk about those things a little later, but let's first talk about that which part you have to approach first. So part C you should go first. Give your 90 to 100 minutes for that. Part B is the next. Okay, so you should go for part B. In part B you have 40 questions. Out of that you have to do 35, right? Now this particular part B is going to give you 70 marks. So this is the total marks which you have, and the time which you should give for this is 60 minutes. Okay, 60 minutes for part B. Then at the end you should go for part A. I am telling this for those who don't have much command over part A, which is the majority of students. So that's why I'm talking about it. So for part A, you know there are 20 questions. Out of that, 15 is the one which you have to do, and this particular part can give you 30 marks, and the time which you should give for this part is around like 20 to 30 minutes. It depends that how much time you have saved till now. Now, should you wait or should you give some time for the revision also? I don't suggest you to revise questions, because now the questions are going to be in the CBT mode. In order to revise question, you have to go one by one to the questions. That is very difficult to do. So that I will tell you that how you can utilize the CBT mode, the interface of the CBT mode to perform in a much better way. So this is how you have to approach. Okay, this is the pattern how you have to approach these parts. You have to do the like most of the questions which you can. That depends upon how much you have. And one more thing is like one more advantage we have in your CBT mode exam, that as soon as you complete your 25 questions, there is a dialog box which comes which tells you that yes, you have done 25 questions. So how to tackle that, also I will tell you. Okay, all right, so this is somehow how your interface of your CBT mode looks like. There are 5 types of like color codes which are given. The white color shows that that question you have not visited that question, okay, it's not visited one. This red one shows that you have not answered that question. Green one shows that you have answered that question. Blue one or the purple one shows that you have marked that question for review. And this blue with a green dot, it shows that you have answered that question and you have marked it for review. Now remember that this particular is also going to be considered for evaluation. So if by somehow you have marked a question as answered and marked for review, at the end of the, like, that will be also counted as among those answer which you have answered. Okay, so let's say 24 questions you have answered and one is the question where you have answered and marked for review. So total answered questions will be 25. This one will also be considered in that. That's what I wanted to tell. Now how this code, like how to use this. So if you just press save and next, if you tick a option and if you save and next, if you press save and next, so that will be considered as answered. If you, let's say, if you don't mark, okay, if you don't mark any option and you just go for next here, in that case that will be shown with the red color that you have not answered that question. Okay, that question has not been answered. The third thing is that you have you have marked the answer and you have pressed this yellow bar, that means save and mark for review. So this will be saved also and it will be marked for review. So in that case that will be considered like this, saved and marked for review. And let's say you have not marked but you are thinking that this question seems a pretty simple question, you will come back to this and do this later on. So you can just click over here that mark for review and next. So in that case it will be shown with this blue dot. So fifth question and sixth question and fourth questions are marked for review, they have not been answered. Question number 3 was answered and marked for review. Question number 2 is answered, it's not, you don't have any doubt in that. And yeah, 1 and 7 are not answered. So like that, this is the color code, how it works. So you should be familiar with that. I just included it so that you should know about it. All right, at the end I would just like to give you some general tips, okay, that how to tackle that exam pressure and how to deal with that. See, sometimes what happens that, see, the exam paper which we have seen last time, that is in December 2019, we have seen that the questions are not arranged properly, like they are not arranged like organic, inorganic and physical wise, they are randomly arranged, right? Let's say you are doing part C, so you'll get, let's say, first question organic, then inorganic, then physical, like that. So try to approach those questions which you have studied, go for those questions only which you have studied. Don't waste your time on those questions which are asked from those topics which you have not even studied. Let's say you have not studied quantum chemistry and a question is there from quantum chemistry which you have seen in the part C. Let's say first question is from the quantum chemistry in part C. So now don't read that question and waste your time on that. You know that you have not studied. You can like mark that for review so that you later on, if the numbers of question which you have done is less, then you can come back and read that, to do it, like to read it once again and to see that whether you know or not. But don't waste your time right now on reading that. Okay, go for the next. First of all, in the first run, just do those questions which you know, which you have studied. Now once you are done with them, let's say you have any doubt on a particular question and you have like answered it but you have doubt, so for that you have save and mark for review, right? I have just told you. And yeah, this is how you have to do. So that means you don't have to waste your time on those topics which you have not studied. So this is first tip. Okay, the second tip which I would tell you is that it will happen, it generally happens with everyone. Let's say you have studied let's say you have studied 3-4 topics and the questions are consecutively from those topics, but you are not able to answer those questions. Okay, now you are not able to answer the first question, the second question, the third question also you are not able to answer, although those all topics you have studied, those topics were there in the list of the topics which I have covered. So don't go for the fourth question like as it is. Okay, just wait for 30 seconds, drink water or whatever is available over there, take some break and then start doing the fourth one. This is called breaking the flow. Okay, so if you are doing questions in like if you are not able to get 2-3 questions, just wait and break the flow of those things so that the negativity of those questions should not affect the next one. Your mind will start from a fresh thing and it will just be able to understand the fourth question and try to answer that. Okay, so this is something, and same goes for in a positive way also. Like let's say you are able to do 3-4 questions in a line or in a row correctly, you are able to approach those questions, you are able to solve those questions. So don't wait or don't break that flow. Okay, don't go for drinking water and all. if you are able to do correct answers, just keep on doing the next ones also. Okay, that will just maintain the flow of the correct, or that will just maintain the flow of your positive mindset. Well, that's all for this video, guys, and all the very best for the exam. I just hope that you all will perform well, and I have lot of hopes and believe in all of you. I have seen lot of students. I have read more, like almost all of your comments, and I know you all have a very intelligent mind. Okay, just utilize that. Just utilize these 3 hours in the most efficient way which you can do. Okay, and I just believe that most of you will come across this particular exam in the best way possible, and all my best wishes, all my blessings are with all of you. And I'm very nervous right now because I have been teaching for this exam since like since 3 years now. But yeah, every time whenever the exam comes with the students, I also get nervous because your performance, how you are going to perform in the exam, reflects what I have taught you like for these days. So if you have been following this particular channel, I hope that whatever I have taught, the questions will be asked from those topics. And all the very very best for you. Give your best and stay positive. Believe in yourself. Take care. Bye bye. Good night, and have the best exam of your life. Bye.